What is up everyone, and we are back again with another guide about Phantasy Star Online 2. Today we're going to be talking about how to prepare yourself for crafting when it gets released in episode 4 on August 5th. The first thing you should know is that crafting has a cooldown on each craft, and you can reduce it by using certain consumables. These consumables can reduce your cooldown by 15 seconds up to full cooldown reset. Each cooldown is quite a while. I'm not too sure on the specifics, but I've seen some upwards of 12 hours as a cooldown. You first start off with one craft line, and then you unlock another one at crafting level 5 and then another at crafting level 15. Then there are 3 craft lines that can be unlocked via premium and 3 more lines unlocked using 300 AC per slot, and these are permanent unlocks. So to get a head start, you need some AC into your account to unlock those 3 slots with premium and 900 AC for the permanent locked 3 craft lines for a total of 6 more craft lines. This isn't mandatory, but if you want to get into crafting a lot, then it's recommended to get as many craft lines as possible, as this can be very profitable. Next up, you need to save some star gems for these furniture items that reduce cooldowns, and they also increase great success rates. Great success rates determine if your item is going to be on the high end or the low end. So it's recommended to at least have one or the other. You can only have one place in your room at a time. So I would save a few hundred star gems for these room furniture items. They're very useful in crafting. Next up is material. Each time you craft, it requires material, and this is acquired by desynthesizing equipment and discs. Here is a list of desynthesis rewards. If you want more information about desynthesis, the link is going to be in the description down below. But don't worry too much about equipment desynthesis, as there is an abundance of items all the time. You get quite a lot every time you do a run. What you do need to take a look at are discs. You only receive fragments when these discs are level 11 plus, up to level 17 is a max. Level 17 will be released in episode 4 on August 5th. So it's best now to go into the personal shop and buy all the cheap discs up to 5,000 Meseta, I would say. It's up to you to decide. And not just any discs, they have to be specific to your photon art or technique. Meaning if it's a melee photon art you want to customize, then you need to buy melee type photon art. And this is easily seen in the personal shop. If it's red, you're going to receive melee fragments. If it's blue, you're going to receive range fragments. And if it's yellow, you're going to receive technique fragments after desynthesis. You should buy all discs even if they don't relate to your focus class, because when desynthesized, they can be exchanged for your focus specific fragment at a 5-to-1 ratio. This isn't confirmed if it's going to be released in episode 4, but it will be released. For example, say you are a ranger and you need blue or range discs. If the melee discs are 1000 Meseta, it's good to buy them if your limit per blue disc is 5000. Because 5 melee fragments can be exchanged for 1 ranged fragment. Keep in mind that each time you desynthesize a level 11 to 15 disc, you can receive up to 3 fragments, so you can potentially get more ranged fragments upon exchange. A few weeks ago, the prices of discs were around 1000 Meseta for the ones that nobody uses, and then now those have been bought up by me and quite a lot of other people. So you need to go now and buy as much as you can. Some people put them for 1000 Meseta. I'm just AFK looking at the market sometimes, and I see a few and I just grab them. So spend some time in the player shop and look for those discs. If you look at this list of disc desynthesis, there is level 16 plus discs, and now it's confirmed that level 17 discs will be released in episode 4. However, don't pay too much for them because you can easily buy them for 20 X cubes each if it's released in episode 4 on the NA version. Be sure to check out the X cube exchanger when episode 4 gets released. Please note that you can sell customized PAs and techniques on the market. That's where you get a lot of money at. The only customization you can have for photon arts is type 0, and not all of the photon arts can be customized as type 0. Here is a list of all those type 0s that will be released in episode 4. But techniques on the other hand can be customized as type 0, specific ones, and a lot of them can be customized for certain attributes. When you use any of these crafted discs, it's unlocked to your specific PA or technique depending on that crafted disc. If you use another crafted disc of the same photon art or technique, it's going to replace your current crafted skill disc. So don't worry about getting the maximum best craft a disc right now, you can always upgrade that disc. For me, I'm going to be getting deep into crafting, so I'm going to be releasing quite a few videos on crafting discs. So for me, I'm buying everything to reduce cooldown reduction, such as furniture and those consumables. Then when I get to endgame and I can craft the type zeros or techniques that I want, I'm going to be getting increased great success furniture items. But only one of these can be placed in your room at a time, so it's recommended to use cooldown reduction first if you have time. If you don't have a lot of time, then go ahead and do great success rates for more money if you want. These furniture items don't increase it dramatically, it's about a 1 to 8% increase. So take that in consideration of the star gems. And that's it for this video. If you have any questions about crafting, place them down in the description below and I'll try my best to get that information out to you. And if you want to help out, feel free to comment that too. Thank you all for tuning in and listening, and until next time.